Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are doing well at your home and doing good study at your home and listening all the teachers what they are doing to do in your CW and textbook. You all are doing well, everything. Now, once again, welcome back to subject English, Class 7 Grammar Get. Chapter number 10, Prepositions. Today, we'll complete our chapter Prepositions. Now, in previous 3 parts, we have learned prepositions of time, place, and travel. Today, we will learn complex prepositions. But before we move to complex prepositions, I would like to revise you prepositions of travel which we have completed yesterday. Now, in prepositions of travel, we have learned that when we are talking about somebody's travel, that time we have to use by. That, did you come by bus, etc. But when we are very sure that the person came in Mr. Mehta's car, so that time in Mr. Mehta's car, when we are very sure that the person come on his own bike, so that time we have to use on bike, not by bike. Because you know very well that the person come on his own bike or come on his brother's bike, etc. But when you walk in, go to somewhere else, some place, that time you have to use on foot, not by foot. And after we have learned that when we go inside the car, that time we have to use in or into car, in or into taxi, in or into lorries. When you come out at the end of the journey, that time you have to use out of the taxi, out of the car. Here you have to remember that when you're talking about bikes, trains, buses, ships, boats and planes, that time you have to use on or onto to go inside, onto planes, onto bus, on ships. When you come out of these vehicles, that time you have to use off, O-double-F. That we have learned yesterday's video. Now today we'll start new topic, complex prepositions. Now in a simple prepositions, these all are known as simple prepositions what we have learned in previous 3 videos. And we have learned that simple prepositions means only one word. Like by, on, in, from, for, with, at, to. These all are known as simple prepositions because here only one word will come. Now what is complex prepositions? That we learn in a next page. Now students, first of all open your textbook, page number 97. Look at everybody at page number 97. Take your pencil, underline the important things. Now look at complex prepositions. What is complex preposition? Sometimes a preposition has more than one word, like in front of, next to, on top of. Prepositions with more than one word are called complex prepositions. We have learned simple preposition means only one word, and complex preposition means the prepositions with more than one word are called complex prepositions. So here you can understand that earlier we have learned only of, only for, only to, only with, only at, on and in. But here we'll learn the prepositions like in front of, 3 in also, front of, next to, next also and to, on top of. Earlier we had only of, only on, but here 3 words make a one preposition, on top of. Now let's see some examples with the different prepositions. Yes, now look at here, prepositions and examples. Ahead of. Ahead of means in front of. Now, what is the meaning of in front of? In front of means in a position facing someone or something. Or you can say before. You can say before also. The annual function had started ahead of time, before time. The annual function has started ahead of, before time. As far as means distance. Far means distance. Here what's the meaning of as far as? Means distance. I like to go running as far as I can go along the river. I like to go running as far as I can go along the river. According to means as per. According to the timetable, we have storytelling in the last video. As per the timetable. In addition to. Add means to add something. 1 plus 1 is addition is equal to 2. So addition means to add something. Samit got a prize for recitation in addition to 1 for debate. Means Samit got 2 prizes. 1 for recitation, 1 for debate. In addition. By means of. By means of means with the help of, by using of. Especially by means of we are using for the traveling vehicles also. They reached the other bank of the river by means of a boat. By means of, by using a boat. Close to. Close to means nearly, not close. Here close to means almost or nearly. My grandmother's house is close to the mall, very near to the mall. Far from. Once again, away from, far away. My parents are building a house far from the city, away from the city. Due to means because of. Due to this sudden rains, the sports day has been postponed because of sudden rains. What's the reason to postpone the sports day? Sudden rains. Due to, because of rain. Instead of means in place of something. A sports teacher taught us chess instead of volleyball. In place of volleyball, what the sports teacher taught? Chess. In spite of. In spite of means even though. There was a large crowd for the match in spite of the rain, even though the rain is falling. There are large crowd. There was large crowd. In order to. We need to practice in order to perform well in the annual day cultural program. To do something in order to perform. Well in the annual day cultural program. In place of, once again in place of means instead of. The sports room has been given for the practice in place of the auditorium which is being renovated. Means auditorium, to do practice in auditorium is better. So instead of, in place of auditorium, they have given sports room to do practice. So these all are known as complex prepositions. Here you get more than one word. That's why these all are known as complex prepositions. Here you have to remember that while doing any sentences or fill in the blanks, you must understand the meaning of that sentence or meaning of that blank. So you can easily understand that which preposition you have to use, which complex preposition is suitable for that blank or for that sentence. Now let's move to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with the suitable complex prepositions. We should start early in the morning. Dash reach the Taj Mahal by 10 o'clock. We should start early in the morning. What will come here? In order to. Due to means reason. It's not a reason. Because of. The new gymnasium is not dash my house. I can reach there in 5 minutes. Is not dash my house. I can reach there in 5 minutes. Now 5 minutes is not very far. So what will come here? Far from. Is not far from my house means it's near to my house. So if it's not negative, so that time close will come. But here negative sentence given, that's why far from will come. Now let's move to next page, page number 98. Yes, now look at third one. Dash very heavy rains, the school is flooded and the reopening is postponed to next week. Now instead of means what? Instead of means in place of. So here, and due to means because of. So what's the correct answer here? Due to. Due to very heavy rain, the school is flooded and the reopening is postponed to next week. The mountain resort is high up in the hills. We can reach the top only dash a helicopter. Only using something. You have to use helicopter. So what will come here? By means of. The skyline in New York City extends dash the eye can see. So what will come? It's too far as. Now look at 6th one and 7th one. The train was to leave at 9:30. It seems to have left dash schedule by means of or ahead of. I should have worn my half-sleeve shirt, dash of this warm jacket. It is so warm now, in place of or in spite of. So students, now try to understand this both and try to solve this both blank yourself. Options are already given to you. Look at the previous table, try to understand the meaning of it and fill this both blank. And previous 1 to 6 blank, write in your textbook with pencil. If you have any doubts related to this chapter, whole chapter, you can write in comment box. So I can solve in a next video. Thank you all and have a great day.